Hello everyone and welcome back to another Dragon Ball Legends video. My name is D-Free. Here today we have a transforming Trunks that is coming into Dragon Ball Legends, presumably in the next couple of days, to be honest. But that being said, we also do have an Android 13 coming in, potentially more units as well. For the record, if more units do come in, I'll be covering those tomorrow. So make sure you do subscribe and stick around for more content on Dragon Ball Legends here on the channel. Let me know in the comment section down below which of the two you are most hyped for as well when it comes to these two units. If you're a Trunks fan, leave that thumbs up as well because he is finally getting a little bit more representation. If you're a 13 fan, make sure you do. Of course, we'll be back in the future when we actually get the 13 some of you guys are probably waiting for. I'll leave it at that until we get back to that. But that being said, what I want to talk about here in this video, let me give you guys the itinerary. What we're going to do is we're going to talk about this character here, read the preview, show the video, try to break down the video if there's anything important in it, and then we'll talk about how this unit and then the other unit can impact pre-existing teams in the game. I like to give you guys as much information as possible, and of course, we'll be back whenever they officially come out and stuff like that. So, Teen Trunks is coming, goes Super Saiyan with his main ability. So another transforming unit, please, please, please not blue unit. There's no way he's blue with Vegeta coming out recently and being blue. Please no. But if you didn't notice, majority of the transforming units are all blue units, except for, I think, Broly and Shallot. Anyways, moving on. His special skill buffs special move damage. That's very good, but very standard on units, I'd say, nowadays. A lot of them get damage as bonuses to special move, including the Vegeta that recently came out. Then destroys your strike and blast arts to buff it even more for each card destroyed. Okay, his green card. They call green card. Green card has a few different names: special arts, special skill, even quirk arts in the game is a language that they use in the game sometimes. Anyway, special skill green card buffs his special move damage. Actually, I want to say that green card's buffing special move actually is not very common at all. But getting a buff to special move is, to clarify that. But on top of that, it destroys your strike and blast arts to buff it even more for each card destroyed. That's really interesting. So if you had a green card, for the record, if you had two green cards in your hand somehow, it wouldn't destroy it. But you can actually potentially. Man, that seems so cheesable. There's not a lot of cards that hold a second green card, so you wouldn't get to do it very often. If you had a second green card, you could give this guy an insane amount of damage bonus. But he's taken a little bit of what the Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta can do. His ultimate, he destroys the remaining cards in your hand. It's a little bit different, but destroys the remaining cards in your hand and gets a damage bonus on the ultimate based on what was destroyed, how the number of cards destroyed. This only destroys strike and blast cards at the request of the green card. So you use the green card, destroys the rest of the stuff there. Special move damage bonus even further. So sounds like he's going to do a ton of special move damage. He's going to do a lot of special move damage. Show the enemies the hidden power of the Super Saiyan. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look here. Go, 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 go. Are you broken? It's broken. There it is. All right. Pretty standard stuff here. Just the little setup they like to do. And there's the green card. And the special move even has blast armor. This unit seems very reminiscent of Vegeta, actually, which is cool. Which also leads me on to what I believe will be his Z ability. I think he's going to be a Vegeta family unit. I think they're really going to try to, since they brought that tag in during the anniversary, well, it's been around, but since they finally started boosting it, I think they're really going to start finally doing that, especially because Vegeta was one. So I think this card probably will wind up being either strike, attack, and defense, or blast, attack, and blast defense, right? For Vegeta family. But overall, Trunks looks really good, but he also, again, he seems very reminiscent of units we already have, like the Vegeta that's just came out, Blue Gogeta, who is a unit that does a lot of damage with special moves. His special move also has a blast armor, so it doesn't seem like it's anything crazy or unique. Again, you can find similar units, but that being said, I'm excited for him to finally have a little bit more representation. And imagine if they buff the Red Trunks, man. That'd be really nice. One day, man. One day. All right, so 13. So this is what I was talking about. He is not transformed. Transform 13 is not coming out on this banner. The likelihood of them dropping two separate 13s on the same banner is not happening. It's just not there. They're not going to do it. So they're saving him for later. So I imagine they might save him for later alongside a Goku. I don't know. Goku. Android number 13 is coming. 13 gets 50% blast damage and reduced blast arts cost when there is another tag Android battle member. So he's a melee unit, or excuse me, not a melee, a ranged unit. His damage goes even higher when tag Android battle members are defeated. overclock. That's a cool word to use there. Your android team with this fighter. Okay. He gets damage bonuses for blast, and his blast cost goes down when he is alongside any other android unit. His damage even goes higher when android battle members are defeated. Sounds like a last man standing type unit. The only issue I ever had with those units, and they've since then corrected it, was that they weren't so great unless they were the last man standing. It seems like he's going to be very good up until that point. So what I generally look for in units like that is the ability to heal or something like that. He might actually wind up doing that. So stay tuned for that. But that's really interesting that that's the case. He's going to be usable mainly, again, on androids because they want you to use him there. So I'm not really going to talk about any other teams, really. But you can. There is a realm where you can do movie bench and stuff like that because he's a movie unit, right? So let's go and take a look at the preview here.
Every circuit of mine has been assembled for the sole purpose of your demise.
Goku. I look dope. I like that. Quick animation. I like it. I like that jump kick. That's dope. Oh, okay. The hat falls off. The hat falls off. All right. The hat falls off. Okay. Well, there's not really much to see there except for the hat falling off. So, yeah. Super 13, not in this video. Not in this banner, most likely. Again, 99% chance I don't think that happens. I could be wrong, but I just that would be really scummy. I don't think they're doing that. That being said, it's kind of scummy to save him for later, but they always have done that, to be honest. Okay. Oh, I don't know why future tag is open. Hello? Did I miss something? What I will do is open up androids. So we're going to go ahead and open up the android tag. This tag, for the last, what is it, like 2 months, they have been funneling out so many android equips. Like, a lot of equips. This one came out. This one came out. This one came out. This one came out. Like a whole bunch. This one came out. Like there's a lot they've been putting out, right? That's the first thing I want to mention. Also, up until 17's buff, they hadn't really touched this tag too much, but they dropped 14 and 15, and now 13 is coming out as well. So the Android team is going to be set for a while, whereas they were decent before. And then they got these EX cards, and they got pretty solid again. And then they got this Cell, they got pretty solid again. But after this, they're going to be set for a while, not to be touched for a while. But ultimately, I think that when it comes to him, if he's a red unit, he is a instant use unit on this team. To be honest, even if he's not, if he's any other color, he's still instant use. He's probably going to be one of the better units anyway. But like, there is avenue in here for them to really screw that. But I think he'll be red, right? I think he'll be red, and then 14 being the color counter, right? So I think that's what they'll do. So that being said, let me know what you guys think. And that actually would add added viability to this guy actually holding double blast cards, simply because of the fact that he's a melee unit and he holds double blast. And it's not very common anymore that they do stuff like that. But the other one's a blast unit, so it would make more sense in that range. But ultimately, though, again, mainstay unit. This category, though, or category, excuse me, too much Dokkan. Tag is looking for either a sparking blue or a sparking red unit. They do have some down here, like 18 solid, but blue boost is not it. Regen boost is not it, and this cell just isn't that good anymore. I'm sorry. Anyways, that's what they're looking for. Now, Trunks is a little bit more interesting. Reason why is because there's a lot of potential here. Like, if you look at it, there's only 2 Vegeta Family Z ability boosters in the whole game right now. But those are all of the units down below that have that tag. There is huge potential here. For the record, I'm hoping that Trunks is, out of the colors we have access to here, I'm hoping that Trunks actually winds up being a yellow unit. I think yellow would be a good color to have for the Vegeta Family tag as a main unit or something of that nature. So hopefully that's the case to help counter those Super Vegetos, because as it stands, you have to either run Super Saiyan Vegeta or SSG Vegeta as your main units. And they're not bad by any means, particularly GT Vegeta's a little bit better in my opinion, but they're not bad, right? Especially the thing about them is you want to have the SSG and SSB together because they have the tying Z abilities as well. So, but then it gets a little too stingy. So hopefully, again, Trunks is a yellow unit. That's what I want to see the most. But again, there's not really a wrong way to go with this tag because it's so basic. It reminds me of Sun Family. When Sun Family was a new tag, this is exactly how it looked. We had that EX Teen Gohan, I believe it is, and then we also had that Kaioken King Goku who had come out, and he tried to push it, you know, and that wasn't, it didn't really fill out until we got more and more units. Ultimately, that did boost it, right? So it's going to be the exact same case there. Speaking of Sun Family, we can actually tie in the hybrids, right? So a lot of hybrid units are actually Sun Family units. Since we're getting another Trunks, that also does make Future Gohan a little better. Unfortunately, if they're both yellow, that doesn't work out the best, but it still works a little bit because Future Gohan does get a damage bonus for being alongside of Trunks. Also, I want to point out that Trunks will be usable, of course, in that vaunted setup with the Bardock, being able to pull off the Super Saiyan boosts and stuff like that, because he will be a Super Saiyan 1 unit. I'm not going to really pull that team up. But again, hybrids, when it comes down to this setup, they do need more units. So part of me is really hoping that Trunks winds up being a double booster. In fact, I don't believe Vegeta has double tag. I think he's just strike attack and blast attack, which is really good. Yeah, single tag, unfortunately. But part of me is really hoping the Trunks is a split between that and hybrids, because I'd like for them to get some more new units, because they have this whole top row that's relatively new. But again, they're in a weird spot. They're going to be really good for a long time because these LFs and this Gohan and stuff like that. But I'd like for them to at least get more options, and Trunks is definitely going to fill this team in a little bit. So ultimately, though, Trunks is going to be very good. Again, there are facsimiles of units in the game already to know what he's going to play like. But what I would like to see from him is the Z ability and then the color, like I mentioned. As far as the android is concerned, I don't really have much to say about him. As long as he is a red or a blue unit, I am perfectly fine. What I'd like to see is really him be one of those, and then Super 13 come out and be the other one. That would be just fine by me. Or at least an android in between that's, again, one of those other colors, because the team just needs it. They're very purple heavy. Like, look at this. There's purple, purple, purple. They're all really good purples, too. So, like, what do? Yellow. There's a whole lot of yellows. Green, green, green. They need it. They really need it. So, anyways, thank you all for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed. And like I said, we'll be back if there is more stuff that comes out. Hit that subscribe if you're new for more content. Leave that thumbs up if you guys enjoyed today's video, found it informative and helpful. And I'll catch all of you guys in the next one.